Ahoy, fellas. Joey's gonna win at your service. Today is shoulders, and I would like to start out with side front lats. Just because they get me moving, and honestly, it's a good workout to do. I also want to try doing them with the bands, because I'm very curious to see what this is like. So we're just going to really quickly, hopefully, make some minor adjustments and remove this little attachment, this little Velcro strap. Now, the way that I'm thinking about going about this will be actually stepping on it. That's a lot more tension. So what I'll do is also take off a good 50 pounds from it. Let's see how this one feels. So this is just with a 50-pound band. Ooh. You know, after thinking about it and after experiencing this, I think I understand how the weight is distributed and how you get something like 50 pounds. Let me try with just the 10-pound band. I didn't need to hook that on since I'm just testing right now, but alright, there we go. That's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. So we'll go ahead and grab this handle. And once I actually use the handles, I think that'll help balance it out a bit. So again, this is with just a 10-pound band, but just this difference alone of stepping on it, cutting in half, I am no longer confused. Yesterday I was confused by the weight distribution. I am no longer confused by the weight distribution. So 10 pounds is actually how much it takes to pull about half of it, not the full thing. So, yeah. Pretty cool. So what it actually translates to, actually I'm not going to use that pencil. What it actually translates to is 10 pounds from the middle, or 10 pounds for each arm, since you're supposed to be working them simultaneously. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see, that was 1 times, that would just be 10. Even though I was counting in my head 20 because it's 2 movements. So that's actually really interesting. And I think I actually might want to increase the weight just to see what that's like. is this one. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm actually quite looking forward to tomorrow's workout. Tomorrow is chest, of course. And I think actually I might do some upper back as well, do some bent over rows, just because I think it'd be good to, that's fine. I think it would actually be pretty good to work the anterior in the same day. My thinking is it'll help me feel a little more balanced, a little less, maybe a bit more sore overall, but a bit more balanced in the soreness. Ooh. I'm also really feeling the workouts from yesterday. The way I slept last night, I slept with my arms scrunched up like this. So instead of fully extended, so that was kind of rough. As well, I didn't have any kind of fish oil, so I was actually really feeling it in my joints. Didn't feel it at the time of working out, but felt it afterwards. And there's a hell of a burn going on. Not like a burning sensation, but it was a good workout. It was a really good workout. So let's bump up here to 20. Scooch over a little bit so I don't hit the TV. That's a lot tougher. That's actually really cool, I'm not gonna lie. That feels good though. That feels really good for these lighter weight workouts. It almost feels like I'm more in line, I'm kept more in with proper structure, right? It doesn't feel like I'm bending or doing anything to try to compensate as much with either direction, so it feels like I have better control over the form. Probably because I am being restricted by the actual band itself. So that might be a pretty good benefit to have, or another benefit of using these. So let's see, that was 12, 13, 14. That's nice. So that's something I hadn't considered until now. That's something that I hadn't considered, but it makes perfect sense, you know? It's almost like using those machines where you I saw some of them at the one exercise facility on campus. It was a squat rack. It was a squat rack that was not a free bar. It had wires and pulleys, everything to keep it on track. So obviously that reduces a lot of the risk of, you know, bad form, of wobbling, things like that. It you know, obviously I would say on the one hand, give me a second, I need to turn those lights on. I would say on the one hand, it is nice for helping you keep your form, but on the other hand, it's helping to keep your form for you instead of you doing it on your own. And that's not necessarily the best thing, but it's not the worst thing either. I suppose that actually comes down to personal preference, where would you rather have something else, some external factor help keep your form perfect, or would you rather train hard enough that your body doesn't need help, but it's still allocating resources towards that? That's a tough question. That's a tough question to answer. And I don't think there is one good answer. I believe that would have to depend on, the person working out and his or her preferences. It definitely feels like I'm using more weight on each side. I wonder if it's I wonder if it is 20 pounds total, and because I'm cutting it in half, it's 10 on each side. I wonder if that's the case. That might be, but I'm not sure. It's definitely a lot less scientific, a lot less accurate. What if No, that's not good either. That would be right smack dab in the middle, yeah, but then that changes your form, and that's not good. That's pretty good though. I like that. I actually really like that for side front lats. Next up on the chopping block is going to be the actual shoulder workout. I'd like to do it with the 25s, so I think I will. So that would be 50 total. But since they're, separate, if it was one bar all moving up at once, I would combine the weight, or if they were, attached the entire way through, kind of like I do with the skull crushers, where I don't attach the weights to each other, but rather I stick them together and move them as one. If I did that, I would count that as one weight. I would add them together, but since I'm not, it's 25s. So 25s, and I'll see how many I can do. I suppose ideally, I go for what I've been going for the 25 weight, or for the higher weight. That would be 7 reps. But the thing about side front lats, they use your shoulder and they do work the shoulder a little bit, but it's mostly your lats, hence the name. Not quite as much as regular lat pull downs, but but it does work the shoulder, it does get it moving, it does warm it up. Hopefully it's just enough. Hopefully it's just enough that I'm warmed up but not tired. that's good. That's a good workout. That's really good. Oh, yeah, I feel that. I really feel the bicep and the tricep workouts. So that's really good. I'm glad. Just because, well, not only because I took a break and I really wanted to work myself, but also because I really enjoyed what me and Hunter were doing with those circuits. It would wipe us out, but we were shredding and it felt fantastic. That's the endorphins in your brain, which don't get it twisted. Endorphins are not happy chemicals; they are pain tolerance chemicals. Basically, oh, we are in pain, we are sore, we must still survive and carry on. Therefore, we will pump this into the body so that everywhere else feels good, and hopefully you feel it balances out the bad feeling of your injury. That's usually when you have it, is injury. And muscle shredding in a workout is damaging the muscles so that they may grow back stronger. So, for a workout, your brain releases those same endorphins. On top of the fact that a really good workout feels sore, that's how you know it was a good workout, that's how you know you did a good job. So there's actual chemical reasons, bodily processes, but also the mentality of it for why it feels good, why it's rewarding. All right. I've rambled enough. Time for the next set. We want to keep moving at a good pace. My arms feel like jelly. Something that I picked up that I wanted to try implementing. I picked up some melatonin, kind of for two reasons. One, I want to go to sleep earlier, and I don't want to pull an all-nighter to hard reset my sleep schedule. And two, so that I go to sleep a bit faster, maybe a bit of a deeper sleep. Though I will say, melatonin helps you sleep, Benadryl puts you into a deeper sleep quicker. So if anyone's like trying to jot down notes or get ideas for their own sleep habits, but I want to get to bed a bit sooner so that I can wake up a bit earlier, because I'd like to go for a nice morning jog again. I'd like to start doing that again. And I really want to do it in the morning for two reasons. Reason number one is because it's cooler in the morning. Philadelphia is hot during the afternoon. So I'd like to do that early in the morning. And two, because I want to do it before I eat anything. Because as I said, if you do a workout like that before you eat, you have to burn some kind of energy. And if you don't have calories in your system, the energy needs to come from someplace else. It comes from fat. Now, I don't have a lot of fat. But I also don't care. And I'd rather be as trim as possible. Yeah. Just because that's how I like my body to be, so. And of course, the whole reason of wanting to jog is better cardio, better blood flow, a stronger heart. The better your blood flow, the better your workouts become. Why? Because as we're working out, oxygen is going to the muscles because that's where oxygen is needed most. That's why when you do a tough workout, you're lightheaded. Oxygen isn't getting to the brain as much. Why? Because it's going to the places that need it. So, if you can pump more oxygen through your body, if your cardio health is better, then your workouts are better because more oxygen, or oxygen is more efficiently getting to the areas that you are working out where it's needed. So yeah. But I'm not a doctor. So consult your personal medical or healthcare provider. That last one was a bit rough. That's okay. Oh. I tell you, I feel real sore. I feel a little sore in my back. I didn't have the best posture there. I should have used my brace, which I probably will do next week, but that's okay. No injury. Nothing to worry about there. So, that was a pretty good workout, a pretty good chat as well. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Yeah, with that being said, I hope you had a good time. I hope to see you here again, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.